the question came up of where are corporate groups? Where are they? So people wanted to know how to find corporate groups. I'd love to know where and how to find them. And then someone else asked just everything about corporate bookings. How do we get started with it? So, in terms of how to get more corporate groups, here are some tangible things you can go do right now. Number one, make a list of past groups that have worked with you. Reach out to them. When have they heard from you last? Have you sent them something to just say, hey, did you want to get something booked this year? Have we maybe reached out and said, hey, is there anyone else you'd refer that may want to take our experience? Past groups already know what you offer, they know your value. Reach out to them, ask if they want to book again, ask for some of those referrals. I want to see you write and share blogs about things to do for corporate groups. It used to be that sales collateral was a physical printed thing that we'd have. We'd have this piece of sales that we'd drop off at companies and tell them, hey, here's what we do. Now, some of that digital. And in the case of blogs, you can get something up of writing about here's the top 10 things for corporate groups. I don't need that blog to rank at the top of Google. I just need you to be able to send it to people. I need you to be able to post it on your social media saying, here's our list of the top 10 corporate things to do. So I want you to have that article created. It's a piece of sales collateral that you're able to get and send out. On that same note, if we're not going to worry about trying to get this blog to rank so high, I just want you to reach out to the blogs that do already rank that high. When you do a search for corporate things to do in your city, who's showing up? Because I guarantee you someone has a listicle already created that says the top 10 things to do in the city, the top 20 things to do in the city. Reach out, find out who's written that article, reach out to them and say, hey, can you add us to your list? Simple as that. Let's just go and join them. Let's not try to create articles to beat them. Let's just try and be a part of those articles that are already getting the traffic. Sometimes those people are going to say, hey, yes, we'd love to list you. It's going to cost this much. Don't get offended. They know what they have. They know it's going to generate revenue. It's another marketing avenue for you to look at and measure that investment. I also want to see you do some warm outreach to known contacts through LinkedIn. Who do we know? Do they know that you're hosting corporate groups? They may know that you run a tour company and they may know you operate tours, but do they know, hey, we're organizing corporate groups now? Who are we telling? I want you shouting this from the rooftops. You should be changing your LinkedIn headline to say, hey, I do corporate groups for this area. So get this out there, get this known, reach out to those people, say, hey, we're doing corporate groups now. If you have a corporate group outing, I'd love to talk to you about it. Again, it's unique. What you do is unique. It's not just the same old run of the mill. Last one here is the idea of just doing some cold outreach through Sales Navigator on LinkedIn, finding the people who are working at the big companies inside of your area, looking at the people that may be coming to the area through conferences and reaching out to some of those conferences. Conferences are huge. We can find out who hosts that conference. We can find out who's speaking at that conference. We can find out who's sponsoring that conference. And all of those are going to have emails you can reach out to and say, hey, I already know you're coming to town. If you wanted to get something fun to do, this is what we can help you do while you're here.